governing body of our organization. I will go into that very quickly. Again, what do we do? We are dedicated as international organization to enhance the supply of nourishment and fiber for all the people all over the world. We are very much striving and involved in guaranteeing food security at different levels, the national, local and the household level, in order to ensure a decent, significant livelihood, with starting from stabilizing agricultural production. And of course, we also very much are involved in and encourage the public-private partnership developing and management water resources. So this is just this slide, you can see the main governing bodies of the ICID, so you can see the structure and the governance. We have, above all, is the International Executive Council, which is meeting once every year in different places of the world. Then there is under this, there is the management board, which is comprised of the president, vice presidents who are in charge of staff or other committees, like for instance the Permanent Finance Committee, the Technical Activities Committee and the Vision and Organization Committee, PCSO, PCTA and so on. So all these two governing bodies, they refer to, as you can see, to the Central Office, which is based in New Delhi, as I was saying. We have a staff of about 15 people there in Central Office. And of course, Central Office is our trade union with international organization, UN organization, and in this case, this is the Central Office where we collect and we gather the request of participation of membership coming from other member countries, from the direct membership, for instance, in firms, international agencies or whatever. And our activity is structured, as you can see here. It is made of technical working groups or task forces. We have many working groups. We used to have almost 20. Now we have reduced a little bit in order to shrink or to facilitate the work of these working groups. We have a working group, for instance, on water, food, energy nexus, on climate change, on on-farm activities, on development of tidal areas, many working groups. So many different topics. Every important topics that is dealing with irrigation and drainage, we have specific working groups. And then, of course, we have task forces. Task forces are a little bit different from working groups because in this case, they are conceived in order to tackle specific problems or issues that might have arisen during the activity of our international organization. So, of course, we have all this work can be, sometimes we produce, like in this case, this was one of the most important documents we have been producing recently. It's our vision in order to meet the demand of the 2030 vision of United Nations. So this is why we released a very interesting publication which is titled A Roadmap to ICID Vision, where our vision is a water-secure world free of poverty and hunger. You can download this, if you like, you can download this publication, which is just one of the many publications we have produced. And what is significant to state here, to remind, this kind of documents like this one, we have tried to include all the point of view and expression raised by different national committees. So it's rather a document who is gathering all different aspects of some problems, gathering from diverse nations, from diverse other different countries. And of course, it also comprises the work of working bodies, of task forces, and of course, partner organization as well. So if you want just to have a glance to see what is like our activity, you can download this document, which is one of the latest. It was presented in Mexico City As I was saying, we have a vision, we have some goals, you can see here, enable higher crop production, different goals, all making for our vision and mission, which is substantialized through these goals. In order to reach these goals, as I was saying before, we have a very long and strong relationship with other international organizations. I could say, proudly, we could say that ICID has been very much always collaborating and searched for by, for instance, FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations, but we also have very strong relationship with IFAD, International Fund for Agricultural Development, World Meteorological Organization, and other international organizations such as ICARDA, IMI, and so on. We hold, as ICID, the status of permanent observer on this UN-based organizations such as FAO, IFAD, and World Meteorological Organization. So you can understand how important and strategic is the role of ICID in keeping up to this, the many challenges that the current world is facing today. This is our current network of countries. Now, this gives a glance of what is our distribution all over the world. We are actually covering a little bit less than 78 countries because sometimes due to the political situation they might come, some others may add, but this is, on average, this is our diffusion over the world. It's not, someone might ask, why not all of the 224 countries? Because most of these countries, all of these countries have interest in irrigation and drainage issues. So in this case, with this number of countries and this kind of partnership, of membership, we cover more than 95% of the irrigated area of the world. This is very significant to remember. So we are quite widespread, significantly quite widespread. And let me end this short presentation before I give the floor to Jean-Marc Philippe, reminding that what is the importance of irrigation? This is what we are committed with. As this famous philosopher of the Indian culture was reminding us in 371 BC, we have to consider, we always have to keep in mind that agriculture cannot be solely depending on rain, because this raises the amount of gambling with nature. So we need irrigation, especially now, especially for the future, but especially now, given the current challenges we are facing, we need irrigation more than ever. And this is my presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, President Mako, for this presentation. So now, Hisham, let me give you the opportunity to present the forum in Malaysia next year.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. My name is Hisham Ghazali, representing the Malaysian National Committee on Irrigation and Drainage. And today I'd like to promote the 4th World Irrigation Forum and the 76th International Executive Council meeting, which will be held in Kuala Lumpur from the 7th to the 13th of September next year. And the theme that we have chosen for next year's World Irrigation Forum is irrigation a sunset industry? As you all know, most countries in Asia started off as agricultural nations and slowly evolved into manufacturing and industry. But we should never forget about food and food security. And in recent years, it has come upon us quite hardly with the changes in the geopolitical situation and climate change especially. We need to, in fact, improve on irrigation increase its efficiency in order for us to meet the challenges of water security in a changing climate world. Let me introduce Malaysia, and we are right down there, the southernmost tip of the Asian continent, right next to south of Thailand and north of Singapore, and you can see your routes from the various continents leading to Malaysia. And we at the Malaysian National Committee on Irrigation and Drainage really would hope that you will make that journey to Kuala Lumpur and be with us. The event, the World Irrigation Forum, will be held at the World Trade Center in Kuala Lumpur, and this is a very convenient venue in the center of Kuala Lumpur. It is very well connected through the rail and also through the light rail transit system and buses. It is situated in a place where you have hotels and lodgings which can cater for a wide range of clientele. And my next slide will be on what is the main themes that we have chosen for this. We chose the very provocative title called Is Irrigation a Sunset Industry? So that we continue to think about finding ways and innovation to improve irrigation and not take irrigation for granted. Most irrigation is through gravity, but we must look for alternatives in terms of technology, in terms of systems to improve irrigation, because the efficiency of irrigation is going to contribute towards the availability of water for other uses, especially industry and domestic. And we use in Malaysia at least about 60 to 70% of the natural water resources go to irrigation. These are the key dates that we have identified. On the 1st of October 2024, we have the abstract submission deadline. The abstracts are open now for submission, and we will then notify on the abstracts received by 1st November. Your full paper submissions will be on the 1st March on 2025, followed by paper notifications on the 1st of April, and corrections to your submissions by 1st of May. Then we will open early bird registration on the 31st of May 2025, and then regular registration a month later on the early bird registration before 31st of May, and from 1st June it will be regular registration. The event will be from the 7th to the 13th of September, and these are the sub-themes. And the sub-themes, number one is challenges of irrigation and drainage for food security in the changing world, where we will look at irrigation from the point of view of rural development and also from the point of view of the capability of communities to sustain irrigation, and then working together with regional and national governments in improving and maintaining a good irrigation infrastructure. The second sub-theme is on technology and modernization in the agricultural sector towards food security. Now, food security would be the underlying driving force in our in irrigation, because for national governments to contribute funds, we will always have to press the point that anything that you invest in irrigation will lead to improvement in food security. The third theme is on innovation policy, service delivery, and financing mechanisms to meet the challenges of the future. We have climate change and disaster management to look at. They are all demanding funds from central governments. We have to look into how we can balance it with providing the right amount of financing for irrigation, for food security, and for agriculture. The fourth theme is on nature-based solutions, which is key for us to make use of whatever systems that nature has provided in order for us to secure agriculture and to allow agriculture to be competitive in terms of land use and competing against other needs for those same space. With this World Irrigation Forum, we have planned technical visits, of course. We will all include in the technical visits to irrigation schemes, and one of them is the Sekinchan irrigation scheme, one of the most productive in the country, and that's in the state of Selangor. It's only about 2 hours drive from the city center. We are also proud to present the Stormwater Management and Road Tunnel, which is a crucial infrastructure, very innovative. It's the only one in the world that can handle both traffic and also stormwaters during major events. And that is also in the middle of Kuala Lumpur. We have the Botanical Gardens, or Taman Botani Bukit Cheraka, which is also about an hour's drive from the city center, where we showcase the biodiversity of the country, the herbs that we produce in our natural environment, which are sought after by the pharmaceutical companies in the world. We have also visits to the management offices of the irrigation systems, and also in the middle of Kuala Lumpur, the Blue Pool of the River of Life project, which is probably about only 20 minutes from the World Trade Center where we are having our conference. This is it's a very interesting and very attractive night spot in the city center. There are also tours for accompanying persons to various places in and around the city. Our proud center called Putrajaya, the Center of Administration, and this is where our government offices are located, and that's where the city has been built with an interesting balance of wetlands, greens, and also a large water body. And we have, of course, other interesting night spots and tourist attractions that accompanying persons can attend to. Ladies and gentlemen, the official website for the World Irrigation Forum is recently up, and you can find more information and updates towards the conference from that link that is provided in this presentation. I hope to see you all in Kuala Lumpur next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Hisham. I will take the floor again to give you a brief presentation of the Congress, which take place in Marseille in October 2026. It is 2 years away, of course, but we need to get ready for this major event. So, as you know, irrigation plays a central role in world agriculture. 40% of the world agricultural production by President depends on irrigated land. But at the same time, irrigation requires large volumes of water, and climate change, first of all, rising temperature and population growth will increase these needs. So we need to work together to find solution to this equation. So, two main themes will be addressed during this Congress in Marseille in 2026. Firstly, we will be working on the benefits of irrigation for the development of resilient agriculture. We will be looking at the impact of irrigation on soil conservation, reducing greenhouse gas emission, and so on. The second theme will be, of course, innovation, like in Kuala Lumpur, and how we can find an innovative solution to make irrigation more efficient. We'll need, of course, all your contribution to make this the best possible Congress. But where will the conference be held? Marseille, an incredible city in France, the second largest city in my country, a city with a great culture of water. This city was created by Greek navigators, and the city was able to fetch water from the mountain to enable human communities to develop in the city of Marseille. It is, as you know, the headquarters of the World Water Council, presided by President Loïc Fauchon. And Marseille is a major center of innovation in the field of water. Reuse of wastewater, desalination, integrated management of water resources, intelligent irrigation, and so on. So there's plenty for you to see and do. Of course, we will propose a social program to discover the region of Marseille, islands, national park, city museums, and the region waterworks. Everything will be organized for your comfort and interest, of course. We can see some picture of the region of Marseille, especially the incredible national park of Calanque on the Mediterranean coast. The Congress will be held in a convention center perfectly suited for this major event. Marseille Airport, of course, railway station are within easy reach of Paris, all European capitals and international hubs. You can see some picture of the convention center in Marseille and some picture of the city and the Provence region in the south of France. So we hope that many of you will take part in this event in 2026. Save the date, please, and see you, of course, in Marseille. Thank you. If you want, we can take a picture all together, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.